Hi guys, this is Marcin Filipovic and welcome to my YouTube guide on how to become an Arena Grandmaster. I'm an international player with a lot of experience. I was traveling across the world playing World of Warcraft TCG, and I'm here today to teach you about how to play and how to improve your game. My friends are constantly asking me, like, how do you win those games? How do you win 7 times, 8 times, 9 times? And I'm teaching them how to do this, and they are improving. So I thought to myself, why do I need to repeat myself every time? Let's make this guide and let's share it with the world. So here I am, like I've made this guide, I've split it into 4 parts, and I hope that you will enjoy every part of it. And this will for sure improve your game and put you on another level. So let's get started guys, and let's go with the part 1. So the first part is what I like to call the knowledge base. The knowledge base consists of 3 important things that you need to remember. The first rule and the first thing that you need to remember is learn all the cards. Shocking, I know, like a lot of people does not do it, and they are afraid that it's a lot to memorize, they won't be able to do it. I'm not telling you to like know every exact detail of a card. It's fine if you remember that the priest has this card for 8 mana something that takes control of your minion. You don't have to remember what art it has or if it's called my control or whatever. You don't have to. Like, you need to remember that there is this card which is a threat to your strategy, or that the priest can have Shadow of Madness, which means, or Shadow of Badness as some call it, a card that takes control of your minion for a turn, and then they can attack with it and kill something else. Like, you don't even need to remember that this card is for 4, 3 or 2 or whatever. Like, if you remember that they have it and they play it mid-game, it's something. Obviously it's better to remember the exact cost, because then you will be able to interact it. And actually not knowing the exact cost might make you make a mistake, because you think that the card will come this turn, but it's actually a bit more expensive, so it will come next turn. But still, like, it helps a lot, and it immensely improves your game. If you're not willing to learn all the cards, like, what are you doing in this guide? Seriously. If you want to be a winning player, you need to learn all the cards first. And you can do this even if you don't have the beta key. That's exactly what I did when I didn't have it. Like, I was waiting for the beta key, watching the streams. So I went to Hearthstone, and they have a good card database. I was going through it, learning all the cards. And yeah, when I finally got the beta key, which was extremely difficult, I got to the game, and I knew all the cards. I was able to start playing right away, and start winning right away as well. So, learn all the cards. That's the first and most important thing that I can teach you. Then the next thing in a knowledge base is learn all the classes. So if you know all the cards, then just open all the cards in one class and browse through them. See the relations. Like, you need to understand what the classes do. For example, priest is a healing class, that's for sure. They take control of your minions. That's their strategy. And if you know that, if you understand each class, that will immensely help you to actually counter the class and play it as well, because you know the strategies. For example, warrior. You need to know that warrior has a lot of charge and enrage. If you know this, like, because if you just know the cards, when you encounter the cards, oh, I know the card, that's what you think, but when you encounter the class, you need to know and expect what the class can play and what strategy can imply into the game. So that's the second important thing about this knowledge base. And the third one is the most tricky of them all. It's learn all the synergies and learn all the combos. And I don't expect you to like devise all the combos and synergies, because like every one of us learns the game at some point, and we are not geniuses. Maybe some of you are. I'm certainly not. So you have to learn those things. Some of them you can find yourself, but then like you need to use different sources. There is internet, there are streams, podcasts, like there's a lot of data on synergies and combos. People just like tell the stories, oh, he did this and I could kill. So search for this information, learn about this, because when you learn about the synergies and combos, you can use them yourself and you can counter them as well. For example, like the simplest one, warrior and the trolls with enrage. So many classes can use the trolls, the berserkers, but a warrior can use whirlwinds to empower their own enrage. So one turn you are sitting with a couple of trolls with small attack, and then next turn he is like bashing your head and winning the game. If you know that it can happen, you can somehow try to counter this, silence the guy maybe, or kill it beforehand, like not leaving it on the table. And another thing is like Priest, with a lot of buffing cards that increase your HP, and then they add attack, which is equal to the HP they've just increased. So they have like monstrous minions with a 22 attack, 22 health, and if you know that it's coming, you can counter it in some way. So that's basically it. Like, that's the knowledge base that you need to acquire before you start playing. If you're already playing and if you already have the game, that's even better, because you can access the collection, you can browse the cards yourself, and it's easier, and it's in a more professional way. So that's it, guys. That's the first part, and good learning. Let's learn all the cards and then use this knowledge. And yeah, please check part 2. It's also very important, and there's a lot of good things going on there. So yeah, see you in part 2, and have a good day. Bye.